Good morning. Welcome to day 5 of the 7-day prospecting video. It's cold again last night, but it's nice this morning. Sort of overcast. We're going to mount up here pretty soon and go see what we can find. Yesterday was pretty darn good with the snake, and the day before with a little bit of gold. I'll try to get some pictures of that gold, and at the end of the video, the end of our trip, of all the gold that we found. I can't tell you exactly where it was, and we're going to have to be pay a lot of attention to the video to see if you can actually see it. But I'm sure you'll be able to. So let's get at it. Head out. As we head out over the desert, I wanted to share with you some slides of the scenery that we see every day as we've been traveling around this area, searching for gold and basically just enjoying the good old outdoors. So sit back and enjoy the slideshow, and then we'll be back with a little more action. Well, down in one of the washes, we got some pay dirt for the day, and we decided to come on back up to the top of this mountain. This is an old area where at one time it was used as a dump for the tailings. And if you look behind me carefully, look at the mineral. The malachite, the azurite, the chrysocolla. Let's move in and get a better look at it. Just laying around, just nice pieces. This is all chrysocolla. And then the greener is malachite. And if we can see some real dark blue, that'll be the azurite. But we'll see some. Lots of nice little pieces. Not gem quality, but if you're collecting rocks, this is a nice little sample. Well, I don't recommend going in old mines. This one goes in about 10 feet. We checked it for critters before we went in there. But it looks pretty good. I think I'll see if I can get Captain Dwayne to get in there with the pick and the shovel and make it bigger, and I can bring him up water and cook him up some taters later on. So anyhow, that gives you an idea. Not much to see in there. Well, I'll attempt a shot at that. So let's go inside. This is as far in as we can go. And like I said, I don't recommend going in these old mines, but this one's pretty interesting. Oh, it's nice and cool in here too. I might have to move my cot up here. Nothing like doing a little claim jumping while you're out prospecting. This is an oldie. There's another building outside. Looks like it was a storeroom more, and this may have just been a storeroom. It doesn't look like the timbers ever were filled in, so I bet you this was just an area where maybe they stored some things to keep it cool. There's that locked metal gate door. I'll swing around slowly here. Now it's wooden on this side, but there's lots of stuff on it. Well, day 5 has come to a close with another beautiful, beautiful sunset, as almost every single night. Tomorrow, I want to try to capture some pictures of the flowers we've been seeing, because boy, they are out in full bloom. Good night. Good morning. We're beginning day 6. We still have some pay dirt to run. We finished up breakfast, and so far we're not doing near as well as we started out to do. So far I think we've got 9 pieces, and pieces are about the size of a grain of sand, a small grain of sand, but at least it's some color. And I'm anxious to see how we do with this last one we did, and then what we're going to do is go back out to the area where we picked up the pay dirt that had that gold in it. We've been just sampling here and there all over the place, trying to locate the right spot. Anyhow, we will be heading out pretty soon, and keep you posted. Well, you probably noticed in the earlier videos all the flowers, so I thought I'd take a little bit of time here, put together some shots of the various flowers we've been seeing on the trip. So here they are. Enjoy. This year is the wettest season that I've seen in the desert in about the 6 years I've been out running around in the trails in the Superstition Wilderness and other parts of the BLM Forest Service land east of the Phoenix area. So I think that the rain attributed to this beautiful bloom, but there's a lot of them to see. back in camp, and Captain Dwayne's running some dirt. We found a couple of little pieces from another location, or one of the locations that we dug earlier. Nothing spectacular, but we still have some more to look at. But it's been a great trip. Tomorrow is the day we pack up and leave, so I'm going to wrap up the video on the 7-day prospecting trip with this segment, this part. Back in part 2, we ran across a snake, if you'll recall, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to look it up, and I'm not even going to mention it now. I can't remember whether I mentioned it before, but whatever I said, I take it with a grain of salt because I don't have a clue what kind it was. But what I'd like to do is run a little contest. I sort of as a hobby, I have a little shop where I deal with turquoise and sell jewelry I make and that type of thing. So I'm going to put down here in the comments section, I'm going to put my email address. Now, maybe you're not supposed to do that, but we are for here. And if you know what that snake is, get me an email with your answer. We'll have a little bit of a contest. Name that snake. And I will mention who's winning in the next video I do. I've had a number of questions already, comments about the prospecting trip, the location, the equipment, this type of thing. So I'm going to do a little Q&A probably in 4 or 5 days about the trip, and at that time I'll be announcing whoever guessed the right name for the snake and wins a little something from the shop. Anyhow, it's been a great trip. I'm glad to have you along. And remember, keep hiking.